Today's topic is 7 obvious signs she's into you. The number one sign that a woman is seriously into you is this. Hello and welcome to Anastasia's Daily Affirmations, the life series. I'm Anastasia. Thank you so much for pressing play, and thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. A warm and hearty welcome to all of my brand new followers, and shout out to my ride or dies. Thank you so much for tracking with me this entire time. I really appreciate you. And if you wish to climb aboard the affirmations train, all aboard, please be sure to log on to my Facebook page, Anastasia Bahamian Voice Talent. Hit follow and you will be notified each time I upload, which is every Tuesday and Friday in the month of August. And if you haven't heard by now, I live in the most beautiful country on the planet. It's just that simple. Beautiful people, mouth-watering, spicy, well-seasoned cuisine, and sparkling blue waters, well-appointed rose gold sunsets. The Bahamas, Nassau, the capital city to be specific. And today I'm going to be sharing some of my food and culture with you on Anastasia's recipe of the day. I'm going to be teaching you how to make our signature salad. It's hot and it's sour, it's slightly sweet and salty. It's a refreshing accompaniment to the weekend in the Bahamas, so stay tuned for that. Today's topic is 7 obvious signs she's into you. Listen, I cannot tell you how many times I've heard a man say, women are crazy, or, I just don't understand women. Or how many of my male friends have pulled me aside to ask my advice about whether a certain someone of the opposite sex could be interested in him romantically. And I have equally encountered men who have mistaken a woman's smile and her friendliness for romantic interest. And there is a good reason for all of this, It's because men are Martians and women are Venusians. It's the beautiful parallel that was made by John Gray in his book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, to describe the vast difference in males and females solely based on how our brains are wired. Did you know that our brains are different? Very, very much so. And this is the chief reason why it's so hard for you to understand her. Because we process and we prioritize differently. Because our brains are different. So no, she's not crazy. She simply speaks a different language. On Mars, tu parles français, et elle parle anglais on Venus. On Mars, you speak French, and she speaks English on Venus. So if you're a Martian and you want to communicate with a Venusian, you have to learn a language. Problem is, you're trying to speak Martianese to someone who speaks Venusianese. And that's why our relationships have so much trouble, because there is a language barrier. Okay, think about it like this. You speak English. Most countries around the world do. And you want to travel to France where their native language is French. Of course, there are people in France who speak English, but the expectation when you go to France is that the people are going to be speaking French. So you can't go to France speaking the language of your country, which they don't understand. And when you speak to them and they don't understand you, you call them crazy or stupid. You see, these people are idiots. No, it's because you're trying to speak to them in a language they don't understand, and it is because you do not understand their language. So it is with males and females. We speak different languages. And so today I want to be your interpreter, so that when you enter her orbit, which is not just a different country, it's a different planet, you're able to function effectively because you're able to understand her and she's able to understand you. So today's affirmations is for you. If you're a man wondering if your secret crush is crushing on you, today's episode is specifically for you. And so I'm going to call on all of my sisters to join me as we teach a little bit of our language, the language that we speak here on Venus, to our Martian counterparts so that, we have better relationships. That is the entire purpose of the life series, Love and Relationships, to help better the relationships in your everyday lives. And so with that said, let's go into our breathing and affirmation for today before we get into the meat and into the heart of what we are here to do today. So I'll give you a moment to find a beautiful, sweet spot. Yes. And here's to sharing that sweet spot with the woman of your dreams today. Wouldn't that be beautiful for you two to be snuggling up together? Yeah. So I'll give you a moment. So if you're all snuggly and cozy, yeah, let's begin with our breathing. Inhale and exhale. And like I said on the last episode, on this next inhale, I want you to inhale your secret crush. Just pull her into your body on this next breath. Inhale. And exhale. Can you feel how that just calms your nervous system, your blood pressure? It just eases your mind. Such a small action, but look at the powerful effect that has. One last time, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Today's affirmation is: each day I am closer to finding the woman of my dreams and building the relationship of my dreams. Yes. I know that men are romantic too. Men are emotional and romantic too. I know. Everyone wants someone, a companion. Life is better with someone to love. Life is better when you have a companion, someone to share it with, someone to struggle with, to cry with. So repeat after me. I am closer to finding the woman of my dreams and building the relationship of my dreams. Today's topic is 7 signs she's into you. Yes, sir. I once heard a teacher ask a class of full of children, and kids say the darndest things. How do you know when a man and a woman love each other? And there was a little boy in the class, and he raised his hand, and he said, you know that a man and woman love each other when they give each other the biggest piece of chicken. And his logic is flawless, and obviously he has experienced that in his home or in some area of his life. He has experienced that when a man and woman love each other, they give each other the biggest piece of chicken. So what that really is just a function of caring. It's a function of kindness. And I know, don't you do that? I know for sure. I always give my husband the biggest piece of meat. He gets the big chicken and the big steak. Yeah, that's love. It really is that simple. But I want to urge you, don't make assumptions about a woman's interest in you. This is a big mistake that a lot of men make. You really have to pay attention and invest some time in really finding out where her heart is. Because women, we're socialized from where we're born, from little girls, to be nice, to be friendly. We're socialized to be courteous, especially in Bahamian culture. Like courtesy and manners, that is a part of our culture. You don't pass someone without saying good morning. We don't practice rudeness here. When you come here, you speak to everybody you get on the bus. You speak to that's our culture. And a lot of times, guys tend to think that a woman's smile and her friendliness is a sign that she has a romantic interest. But I'm here today to tell you, friendliness is not a guaranteed sign of romantic interest. It's not a guarantee that she likes you. You know, just like, let me tell you how, let me give you a parallel. It's the same way, like when you see a beautiful woman or you see something attractive about a woman and you pay her a compliment, right? That doesn't mean that you want to date her. It's just a compliment. It doesn't mean that you want to have a relationship with her. You just took notice of something that was noteworthy and you commented on it and you're going about your business. It's the same way when a woman smiles with you or is friendly with you. It doesn't mean she wants to date or hook up or anything like that. So how do you know when a Venetian is feeling a Martian? What are the signs? What are the obvious signs she's into you? Number one, you can feel it. The Jacksons have a song, Can You Feel It? Can you feel it? Yeah, you can feel it. Like I said, in 10 Signs that he really loves you, you can feel chemistry. If you can feel it like an electric bolt running hot through your body, yes, that is not an accident. It's that fire that two people feel, when they first meet each other. And whenever she's near, you can feel it. Those vibes are rarely one-sided, if ever. I'm telling you. And they are the result of mutuality. That mutuality, and often it's like a sexual chemistry. It's like just physical attraction. But that can lead to something deeper. It can lead to emotional chemistry, which is the beginning of true connection. That deep emotional and intellectual chemistry that long-term relationships are made of. And so the more you have in common with someone, they're your type, they have the same interests, they have the same type of goals, and they do things, the more that you have in common with someone, and the more that you nurture that attraction, you're thinking about them, you're talking to them, you're talking about them, you're spending time with them, the stronger that attraction will become. And you will be able to feel it because you're combining the fire of your passion with the fire of her passion. So if you feel the love coming from your crush, that is because she is crushing on you, sir. Amen. Next, she smiles nervously in your presence. So, yes, despite what I just said, a woman who likes you will definitely smile at you, but she will probably do so in a nervous, kind of self-conscious, awkward way, especially if she likes you, but she isn't sure that you like her back because she doesn't want to, put herself all the way out there, as I'm sure you don't want to, not knowing whether it's mutual or not. If she's usually well-spoken and confident, She may become reserved and a little bit shy in your presence because she doesn't want to say or do the wrong thing. So a woman that is smiling with you, definitely, that is a sign that she could possibly be into you, all the way into you. Now this one is a surefire one. You are her go-to person when she's having a bad day. If a woman likes you, she will confide in you about something she's going through, or she'll call on you when she's in trouble, because women are verbal. While you are mission focused, while you are task oriented and you're a problem solver, you don't really believe in talking too much about your problems. I mean, yes, you do talk about your problems and emotions, but rarely. It's not something that you practice. It's not your nature. It's more of your nature to shut down, to be silent, and to focus on solving the problem. Well, the way that she solves the problem is by talking about it first, in order to get clarity. And then she is in the position to be able to solve the problem. It's like, have you ever seen a woman who is hurt and her first reaction is to cry? But honey, when she is done crying, she will get up and drop kick somebody. That's what I'm talking about. She focuses on the emotional part of it first, and then she gets to solve the problem. But when she's going through the emotional, she's sorting through the emotions of it, she will confide in you about it. A woman will vent her troubles to you only if she trusts you. Only if she trusts you. It is a sign that she trusts and respects you. She trusts you to be confidential, and she's drawing from your experience, and she's trusting you to be compassionate and to listen and to give her some constructive advice. So if a woman is confiding in you, because we don't share easily and we don't trust easily, so if she's sharing with you, it is because she sees you in a very favorable light, and that is a really good sign that she is into you. Next, if a woman is into you, she will express gratitude and appreciation. She'll take notice of things that you do. When a woman is interested in you, things are not lost on her about you. And she understands what it took for you to do what you did. And she wants you to know that she notices it and she appreciates you. So she will express gratitude and appreciation. How do you know? What are the 7 obvious signs that she's all the way into you? She reciprocates. A woman who likes you will reciprocate. She will text you back if you text her. She will flirt with you if you're flirting with her. And I'm going to tell you, a woman will not flirt with you unless she has some level of interest in you, some level of romantic interest. Whether it's just an attraction, or whether she really sees you as dating material or even marriage material. A woman will only flirt with you if there is some sort of interest. Now, you have to be careful with that because, again, it's kind of like complimenting a woman. It doesn't necessarily mean that she wants to take it further with you, but flirting is a definite sign that she is feeling the heavens out of you. So she'll compliment you on your fine points because she's been checking you out. That's how she knows that you have those fine points. If a woman doesn't give you the time of day, she doesn't reciprocate, it's because she has yet to learn what a good catch you are. She doesn't know it yet. You know that you're a good catch. We both know that. She has yet to learn that. But when she discovers that you're worth the time of day, she'll have to fight herself to stay away from you. And hopefully you wouldn't have moved on to someone else. These are the obvious signs that she is all the way into you. Next, if she's really, really into you, she doesn't play hard to get because she wants you to get her. She wants you to get her. Mature women don't play games with your emotions. I'm telling you. Women don't play games with your emotions. A woman that's playing hard to get may be doing so because she wants you to chase her, or she may simply not be interested. So you may say she's playing hard to get. Maybe she's just not interested. But a woman who really likes you will not play too hard to get because she understands. She doesn't want to chase you off. You know, we understand that men are chasers and you love the chase and we don't want to be chasing you, but she will give you some indication that she's interested. She's interested because she doesn't want to lose you. What are the signs that she's all the way into you? It's obvious. This is Anastasia's Daily Affirmations, the life series, Love and Relationships. When we return, I want to tell you, I am going to give you the number one obvious sign that she is all the way into you. I'll be sharing it with you, plus a refreshing Bahamian salad that will have you singing all throughout the weekend on Anastasia's Recipe of the Day, right here on Anastasia's Daily Affirmations after this. February is the love month, and anyone who knows me knows that I love. Oh my. And I love sharing with you. Hey there, I'm Anastasia, creator and host of Anastasia's Daily Affirmations podcast. Thank you so much for tracking with me. We started our journey in February with the Love Yourself series. Welcome back to Anastasia's Daily Affirmations, the Love Yourself series. Today's topic is how to love your husband. Leave the church woman in you at church. Do not bring her into the bedroom. Can I get an amen? Can I get a glow to God? Can I get a hallelujah? Then in April with the Power series. She said, your fingernails are so long. I said, well, thank you. Thank you. She said, no, I didn't mean that as a compliment. She said, you just have long fingers. And I don't like your long fingers. I said, well, thank you. And I watched as her face melted to the ground. She was stunned with a great stunmentation because she couldn't understand why it was that she was trying her best to insult me. And I just said thank you. I took it as a compliment. She left me alone from that day going forward. How to handle haters. And this August, Anastasia's Daily Affirmations returns with the Life series, Love and Relationships. Life is a series of seasons, and life is a series on Anastasia's Daily Affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements about yourself spoken aloud that challenge and conquer negative thoughts. It also relieves stress. It works. It's a practice I began in my early 20s, and I want to share some of my secrets with you. So if you want to build healthy relationships at home, at work, and at play, stay tuned right here to my Facebook page for Anastasia's Daily Affirmations, the Life series, Love and Relationships. I will be posting videos every Tuesday and Friday during the month of August, beginning Tuesday, August 2nd. So log on to my Facebook page, Anastasia Bahamian Voice Talent, hit follow, and stay tuned. It's going to be so much fun. See you then. Welcome back to Anastasia's Daily Affirmations, the Life series, Love and Relationships. Today's topic, 7 obvious signs she's into you. Today's affirmation, each day I am closer to finding the woman of my dreams and building the relationship of my dreams. Yes, sir. I'm affirming that with you today. That is absolutely right. What are the signs that a creature from Venus is feeling a creature from Mars. I've given you quite a few, so let's continue. She's ride or die. She's very, very loyal. Loyalty is a very fair sign that a woman is all the way into you. All the way into you. I'm telling you. She has your back. She's ready to fight for you and with you if she loves you because her heart is invested. She sees you as a part of herself. And so if someone is messing with you, it is tantamount to them messing with her. And so a woman who is into you, she will be very committed to you. She will forgive you. She will forgive you and she will work with you. Now there are some times when you know, if you mess up on a woman, she may forgive you, but she may tell you it's over. No, I don't want you anymore. And you know, I think that we do that until we meet someone that we really love. I really do believe that. When you meet someone that makes your heart sing, that the chords of your heart are stitched to, it's like you have no other choice. You have no other choice. No matter what they do, there's nothing that they would be able to do that would stop you from loving, forgiving, and supporting them. You will work with them. You'll take them back. Yes, and sometimes when we don't have that experience, or we haven't found that person, we look at that with judgment. And it's like, how could how could you take him back? How? Because she loves you. That's how. What are the 7 obvious signs she's into you? She will try to get your attention. Yeah, she'll take an extra step to make sure she is super snatched. If she knows she has to be around you, she is going to be put together. She wants to knock your socks off. She wants to flip your wig. She wants to raise your temperature. So when she knows that she's going to be around you, she's going to take extra measures to make sure that she's looking super hot. How can you tell whether your crush really loves you? I have the number one sign coming up in just a moment, along with Anastasia's recipe of the day. But here's the next one. And by now, I'm sure that you know that this is way more than 7. But she'll be concerned with your well-being. She will want to know how you're really doing because she wants to help. When a woman loves you, she wants to nurture you. It's just our natural inclination. Just as your natural inclination is to provide and protect, you want to make sure that she's happy. You want to do whatever it takes. That's the same way that she is. But we do so by nurturing. We nurture whomever we love, we nurture with whatever they need, whether it's food, a really nice, hot, delicious meal, with comforting words. She'll use her words to compliment you, to encourage you, to lift you up. Yeah, she will nurture you. Next, she gets jealous of the attention that you give to other women. Oh my goodness, jealousy. Jealousy is a key sign, I think, on both sides. When someone really loves you, they do not like to see you interacting with anybody else. And you will notice her getting a little bit antsy. You'll notice her mouth pouting. You'll notice she's giving you a side eye because she's feeling jealous that person gets to spend all of that time in your presence, just basking in your energy, and she wants that to be her. So if your secret crush, if she's secretly crushing on you, you will notice her getting quite perturbed that you're spending your time with another woman, and you'll be wondering, well, what's that about? Because we're not a couple. How can you be upset? She's upset because she likes you, sir. It's simple. It's obvious. If she likes you, she'll want to be close to you. We always want to be close to the one that we love, just like you. You want to touch. It's hard to stay away because of the attraction the pull. Yeah. If she's really into you, an obvious sign will be that she asks you questions, because inquiring minds want to know. And not just any questions, because if you're having a conversation with a woman, it's quite normal for her to ask questions. In fact, both of you probably ask questions. It's not just that she's asking questions, it's the type of questions that she's asking, because she's trying to see how she can fit herself into your life. And so she'll be asking you about your dating history. She'll be asking you about what you like in a woman. Oh, she's doing an interview. She wants you to fill that spot and be her significant other. These are the obvious signs that a woman is into you. She'll make changes to accommodate you, even if that means changing careers. If it means moving to a different country, she'll do it because she's into you that much. She loves you. She will support you. She'll support your dreams and your goals, no matter how zany they are. Oh, today you wanna fly to the moon today? Okay, let's see how can we get you to the moon. But just give her some time. She'll find a way. She'll begin saying, okay, we're gonna need some space suits. I wonder how much they charge to rent a rocket. She's going to get behind your dreams and your goals because she loves you. She wants you to succeed. She's all the way into you. And now, the number one sign that a woman is seriously into you is this. She lets you get into her personal space without flinching or moving backward. Now, it is human nature, and next time you're talking to someone, test it out. It's human nature that when you're talking to someone and you get too much into their personal space, they will take a step or two back because it's uncomfortable. It becomes uncomfortable when they get too close. We tend to reserve that personal closeness and that connection, that intimate connection, for people that we have a romantic interest in, our spouses or our significant others or our children, family members. And so if you're a perfect stranger or if you're someone that is just platonic, they will probably take a few steps back. But if a woman likes you, try it out. And you get into her personal space, honey, she will stand right there and she wants you to get even closer. She may even reach out and touch you because she is fighting the feeling not to just grab you and eat you up. So your being in her personal space will be very, very appealing to her. She will not step back. She will allow you to come into that space. And listen, that is how you know. I don't care how much she is trying to hide her addiction. That is a dead giveaway. So there you have it, signs. And trust me, there are many, many, many more. I don't have time to get into all of them today, but those are the obvious signs that she is into you. And now that we've gotten all of the housekeeping out of the way, let's have some fun. It's the weekend, and as promised, I have a very, very special Bahamian recipe for you that I'm going to be sharing with you today. So let's go. Feel Good Friday is on. With yours truly, Anastasia.
Check it out, y'all.
Come on. Gotta do it. Go back to the island, boy. Let's go. Wake up early one morning, kiss my mama goodbye. Going back to the island, I say, don't worry, mama, don't cry.
On the Alice Mabel, I sure hope that
she's still able. So this evening round 5 o'clock, I'll stand at her bow and see the dock. Out in the field from dawn till dusk, swimming in the blue pool is a must. That island where I was born, the first thing I'll do is brew some corn.
Wake up early one morning, kiss my mama goodbye. Going back to the island, I say don't worry, mama, don't cry.
Outside in the iron pot, though young when I learned, I haven't forgotten how to catch them black crab as they walking. Old folks smoking pipe and talking. Saturday night we're gonna dance and sway, shake my belly and do the gombe. People, don't you understand? I live like a king and be a happy man.
Wake up early one morning, kiss my mama goodbye. Going back to the island, I say don't worry, mama, don't cry.
Go to Elutra, go to Cat Island, Rocky, Exuma. Go down to Freeport, go to Medwana, go to Long Island, Andros, Inagua.
Wake up early one morning, kiss my mama goodbye. Going back to the island, I say don't worry, mama, don't cry.
The island. I got to go, man. I got to go back to the island. I got to go, I got to go, I got to go back to the island. I got to go, man. I got to go, I got to go back to the island.
Anastasia's Recipe of the Day.
Welcome to Anastasia's Recipe of the Day. It's the Back to the Island recipe series, sweet and savory dishes made with love better in the Bahamas. Yes! Today we're making authentic Bahamian conch salad. Oh my God. It's raw, live conch, straight from the shell, just caught in the Atlantic Ocean, diced and tossed with onion and green peppers, with tomatoes, steeped in citrus juices and perfectly seasoned with sea salt and fiery hot Scotch bonnet peppers. We call them goat pepper in the Bahamas. Welcome to the Bahamas. Yeah. So in Bahamian cuisine, we use a lot of seafood, obviously, because we're surrounded by the ocean. So a large part of Bahamian cuisine involves seafood, and conch is a seafood. It's a shellfish. It's extremely meaty and it's tender when it's cooked really, really well. And it's one of those seafoods, like oysters, that can be eaten raw. And it's perfectly healthy and it's perfectly delicious. It is considered an aphrodisiac.
Recipe of the Day.
And there is nothing like it anywhere else in the world, only in the Bahamas, baby. So for this super scrumdiddlyumptious conch salad, you're gonna need 4 large conchs, live and fresh from the shell. You want those cleaned and washed and diced. And a great way to clean fresh live conch is by using just regular table salt and just rubbing the table salt all over the conch, giving it a really good wash. That really helps to clean the surface of any debris that may be on the conch. You need 2 large onions, peeled and diced, 2 medium green peppers, seeds removed and diced, 2 large ripe firm tomatoes diced, sea salt to taste, goat pepper or Scotch bonnet to taste, and they are a 10 alarm pepper, so be very, very careful, especially when you eat a raw goat pepper. It is extremely hot. Goat pepper tends to mellow as you cook it, so as you cook it, it will still be very, very hot, but it will leave behind a really floral flavor that I just love. It's a signature of goat pepper. And I like to combine, when I'm using goat pepper, I like to combine it with a little bird pepper as well, or perhaps a habanero, because the habanero just has the heat, but the goat pepper adds that really beautiful floral taste that is just a signature of the Scotch bonnet pepper. You need the freshly squeezed juice of 2 limes. Do not use the stuff in the bottle. Please, never use that. I don't know why they make it. What is that for? Anyway, and you need the freshly squeezed juice of 2 oranges. So those are the ingredients for our authentic Bahamian conch salad. And I've got some authentic Bahamian music coming your way from our very own Bahaman. We're taking it back to 1992 from the album Junkanoo, this one called Island Boy. Stick around. Gonna tell you how to put this all together. Anastasia's recipe of the day returns after this.
Yeah, man, I come from the island. Yeah, man, I come from the island. What you say, man? Island boy. You know my heart is still in the Caribbean. Island boy. I still hear my girlfriend say, hey, come back home to the land of the palmy beaches, where your heart has always been since the very first day. I still miss Gombe summer every evening, and the sailing boats beneath the bridge so high. I feel the sun and my heart within me leaving to come back to Nassau, to the sun, the sea and the sky. Oh, island boy, you know my heart is still in the Caribbean. Island boy, I still hear my girlfriend say, hey, come back home to the land of the palmy beaches, where your heart has always been since the very first day. I hear cowbells and the drums on New Year's morning, and I smell hibiscus in the tropic skies above. Look at the boats and the conch and fish at dawning. I know that it's Nassau and everything about it I love. Oh, island boy, you got your mind on your job in New York, but your heart's in the Caribbean. Oh, island boy, when you look at the concrete walls, get you hear them say, come back home to the land of the sun and the sea and the palmy beaches, where your heart has always been since the very first day. I still miss Gombe summer every evening, and the sailing boats beneath the bridge so high. I feel the sun and my heart within me leaving to come back to Nassau, to the sun, the sea and the sky. Hey, island boy! Hey, island boy! What? Hey, man, you call me? Hey, island boy! Hey, hey, man, I hear you. You call me, man? Oh, how I miss Junkanoo on New Year's morning, and I smell hibiscus in the tropic skies above. Look at the boats and the conch and fish at dawning. I know that it's Nassau and
and everything about it I love. Oh, island boy, you got your mind on your job in New York, but your heart's in the Caribbean. Oh, island boy, when you look at the concrete walls, can't you hear them say, come back home, to the land of the sea and the sand and the palmy beaches, where your heart has always been since the very first day. Island boy, you got your mind on your job in New York, but your heart's in the Caribbean. Oh, island boy, when you look at the concrete walls, can't you hear them say, come back home, to the land of the sun and the sea and the palmy beaches, where your heart has always been since the very first day.
I come from the island. Yeah, man. I come from a tropical climate with coconut trees down by the sea and people who love to party. I come from the island. Yeah, man. Some people call it Wonderland, cause the mother of nature, bless it so, a hometown that you never outgrow. I come from the island. Yeah, man. I'm an island boy, you understand. I can't hide, especially when I talk. They can tell I'm an island boy in New York. I come from the island. Yeah, man.
Welcome back to Anastasia's Recipe of the Day. It's the Back to the Island Recipe Series, a sweet and savory dishes made with love, better in the Bahamas. That was music in from Bahaman, our very own. And most people know Bahaman for Who Let the Dogs Out, right? Who Let the Dogs Out. That is their most accomplished song for which they won a Grammy. Yes, they did. Put us all the way on the map musically. We just love them. And we love this authentic Bahamian conch salad that we're making today just in time for the weekend. It's raw, live conch caught fresh from the Atlantic Ocean and tossed with onion, green peppers, and tomatoes steeped in citrus juices and perfectly seasoned with sea salt and fiery hot Scotch bonnet pepper. We call it goat pepper in the Bahamas. Conch salad and Saturday are a perfect pairing in the Bahamas. There are just certain foods that really come to life on the weekend. And conch salad, conch fritters, chicken sauce, I'll tell you about those in later episodes. They are all a part of our authentic Bahamian cuisine, just like spaghetti and pasta and lasagna is to Italy, just like wine and croissants to France. Like cherry pie and apple pie to America. This is one of the signature dishes that is authentic to our Bahamian culture. I've given you the ingredients, so here's how to put this authentic Bahamian conch salad all together. In a large bowl, add the diced conch, the onions, the peppers, and tomatoes, and you want to toss those together lovingly to combine. You always have to cook with love. You have to enjoy and love what you're doing because I promise you it is going to come out in the final product. So you want to put your heart and soul. If you're angry, if you're mad with someone, stay away from the kitchen until you calm down. Listen to Anastasia's daily affirmations, get your Zen on, and then go back to the kitchen and cook with love. You want to add the goat pepper and season it with salt to taste. Squeeze the lime juice and the orange juice over the salad and mix it really thoroughly. And the key to really, really good salad, because this is what I know, everybody's palate is different. So some people will like a little bit more salt, a little bit more heat, a little bit more lime or orange juice. The key to making a really delicious conch salad is to make it to your liking. So you want to taste it. If it needs a little bit more acid, you can add some more lime juice. If you want some more sweetness, you can add some more orange juice. If it's a little too fresh, add a little bit more salt. Add a little more hot pepper, just a little bit. Just keep tweaking and tweaking until it is delicious to your taste buds. It should be mouth-watering. It should be really, really tangy and sweet at the same time. It should be really well seasoned with salt, and it should be really cool and refreshing. And here's a tip. If you want to add a little sweetness, a little variety, because we do have something called the tropical conch salad, and that's where we add pineapples or mango, and it adds a really beautiful dimension to the conch salad. I've even had kung salad, and I promise you, this is one of the most delicious kung salads that I've ever had. I've had kung salad with a sweet red gala apple. I mean, a crispy, sweet red gala apple. If it's not crispy or sweet, don't use it. Only if it's really firm and crispy, if it's juicy and super sweet. It just adds such a beautiful variation in taste and texture. So you're adding that crunch factor, you're adding that sweetness that pairs so well with the tang of the lemon juice, of the lime juice and the orange juice and the hot pepper and the salt. It is like Junkanoo for your taste buds. And Junkanoo is our signature Bahamian music. You heard some of it in Island Boy by Bahamen. So it is very unlikely that you will have conch in your area. And I'm trying to think of another seafood that you can use possibly to substitute for conch. But you know what? There's no substitution. There is no substitution. So what that means is you're going to have to take a trip to the Bahamas. You're going to have to come and pay us a visit to try our absolutely delicious cuisine. We'll be waiting for you because everything is better in the Bahamas. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me for Anastasia's Daily Affirmations and Anastasia's Recipe of the Day. It's what I love to do. It's who I am, sharing my heart with you. And thank you for sharing yours with me. Until next time, remember, like apples of gold, apples of golden. Really good conch salad. In pictures of silver is a word fitly spoken. I'm Anastasia. Have a fantastic weekend. God bless. Mwah, and peace.
Good luck and enjoy.